Hello and welcome back to myself playing Disco Elysium. We are in the process of investigating mysteries and a murder in the town.
Hello again, officer. How
Tell
are
me-
things?
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so.
She points to her wheelbarrow, surprised at the question.
Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
An entrance to the yard.
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Have you by any chance keeping an eye on us?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about.
She looks towards the yard and her expression clears.
The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him, yes.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
She shakes her head.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently.
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, mate. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
The lieutenant nods at you. I have to run. Okay, I think that's one mystery we've just solved. So much, but where to start? Electronic falls crack the pavement like an eggshell.
The worn and beaten wooden planks on the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the mystery.
The lieutenant looks down the
You
street.
can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
This book has a rose and a pistol and a half-naked dame on the cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book is about pate. This book, you really don't understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. This book is about Bondiero culture. It promotes freedom and a roaming upstream. This book's about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warm. What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books, postcards, easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Now it feels inappropriate to lecture this girl.
Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Hey now, I've already made my mind up.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Her voice suddenly reaches your mind. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Such a good trooper you are. You're already learning the value of hard work. Pat her head.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Is going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
How's the business
Mum
going?
says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
She looks over her shoulder. Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
She's looking for the right words. Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't care if it's not real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their
Of
mistakes.
course, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Would anyone want to read about crime? Okay. Crime murders get the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you as if to find something policemen like. Sorry, I'm just getting dozy suddenly. She examines you to find something policemen like. Huh? Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir? Why is that? Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real. Cheer up, sir. No need to compare yourself to a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm going to do something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands
What
folded?
do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails?
You knew this from me keeping my hands folded.
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
One more, but I can figure out why you bite your nails. I've got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. A Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Whoever Ace deducts by number one in the day. So.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine. Deduct something about
You're
me.
quite sober.
She snaps back quickly.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
And I'm having a grand
Sure hope you
time.
are, sir.
She rubs her red nose.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow. There's something you're missing.
What are you missing here? Why does it seem familiar?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
What is
It's the
romance?
type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps the image she imagines herself in that
Or that could
situation.
be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about both of the men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it is written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a book where a man and a lady's business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about excruciating painful breakup? Maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about?
That's enough romance for me. I have other questions.
Maybe some about other books?
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold-ridden cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading that doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
She smiles gleefully. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day.
Why would they do that, sir?
Why indeed, I'm just an old tired cop. What use am I?
You're not that old. Maybe you'll do something really important. Something that wows the world.
You think so?
Yes, there's hope. A lot of famous people got famous late, or even after they've died.
That sounds a nice story to tell yourself at night. Maybe fame isn't all important after all.
Maybe not. No one needs a book written about them anyway. books.
Okay, bye. See you around, Anita.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 side. Accept. Okay. So we got that one. Okay. Volumetric ship compressor. We need this one. 30 minutes. That's fine. Oh. We're sort of getting there. Bullets held left. That helps. Okay, let's go. Walk around shining light in people's faces. Gifts, books, and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Dorothy, but tell me about these muscle men books. Look through the display of books.
Rows and rows of Hyundai blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundai, Return to Hyundai. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundai and the Hyundai Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundai and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundai and the Force God. Man from Hyundai and the scorched earth. Man from Hyundai, the Hyundai colonies. Man from Hyundai and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundai and the snow crabs.
Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Hyundai in hell. Man from Hyundai and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundai under the lake. Man from Hyundai, Hyundai burning. There's even the Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundai Man, and so much more.
Storekeeper, tell me about these muscle men books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
She looks at the books with some disdain. Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say.
She rolls her eyes and fiddles with her pendant.
If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the Man from Hyundai. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Do any of these books call out to me?
Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
much stuff upstairs. Lots of stuff upstairs. A book called The National Recipes of Arden. They're all about lake trout.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Look through the pile of Wirral-related
An
items.
endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board games section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my
There's a
eye.
box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Storekeeper, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Albrita is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
I don't feel as I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking,
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
so what about all these Wirral
Lousy
things?
auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She looks at the table, crossing her arms. I don't have the money, so I don't find anything.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine a strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Shopkeeper, what's behind these curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She fiddles with her pendant.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
But open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand closes around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Madame, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies to her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. You can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
As I sense this place calling to me, I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Step away, dear sir.
Alright, I'll think about it for a while.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Ignore the curtains for now. Thank you, autosave.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Look through the display of
Crime
books.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard D. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no, turns out he fated to solve the case.
Are there any more?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls by Dick Mullen. Another one with a fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken
A
identity.
worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does someone speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
No, it's got to be something else.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
No, it's not that either.
Is it because the smoking babe in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
What? No, that's not what's happening.
Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious. Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
Would you describe this woman as a smoking dame?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes and contemplates the book for a moment.
I would certainly say she fits the description, providing that's your type.
Storekeeper, what's this? What's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
I'd like to buy that book. I think it would be useful, but I ain't got the money. Okay, well, I'm going to continue investigating this bookshop and quizzing her in a moment. But for now, I'm going to stop recording as usual. If you've watched all this, thank you very much. And I'll catch you guys again later. Bye.